In the Caribbean community, CARICOM approved a 10-point plan for reparations from the former slave-owning states of Europe by suing 11 European nations. The countries had said that European governments, in addition to being responsible for conducting slavery and genocide, also imposed 100 years of racial apartheid and suffering on freed slaves and the survivors of genocide. CARICOM's 10-point plan pursues a full formal apology for slavery, repatriation to Africa, a development plan for the native Caribbean peoples, and funding for cultural institutions. It also seeks to address chronic diseases and psychological rehabilitation for trauma inflicted by slavery. Vice Chairman of the CARICOM Reparations Commission, Phillips, told Nightly News during a recent interview that a lot of progress has been made in pursuing the well-deserved compensation for centuries of slavery. He disclosed that each CARICOM member state that is part of the movement was required to prepare facts indicating why they should be granted reparatory justice, and Guyana has done so.
Each country has had to do a corrective history to make the argument in court that enslavement, this is what it was, etc. This is our book on reparatory justice.
He said Guyana has the legal framework in place to independently pursue reparations.
473,000 Africans died to build Guyana. We cleared 15,000 square miles, or 18% of Guyana. And there's a Reparatory Justice Act in Guyana, the American Act of 2006. So legally, we have a strong case because not only the United Nations in the Durban Conference said that slavery was a crime against humanity and there should be reparatory justice. We have an act.
At the level of the CARICOM Reparations Commission, discussions are underway for a global reparations forum slated for later this year. In addition, Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, who chairs the Prime Ministerial Subcommittee on Reparations, has written to the European heads of state to request a development conference. She, along with 4 other heads of state, including President Irfan Ali, are representatives on the committee. The case for reparations Phillips outlined is being pursued through the United Nations International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination, CERD.
What that means is that you have to first write your history, show the facts, try to negotiate with those who you're if that doesn't go anywhere and it's beyond 2 to 3 years, then you could take your case to the International Court of Justice.
Some 13 reparatory justice groups have been established in the Caribbean islands. The date for the first arrival of African slaves in Guyana is not known, but it is believed that the first group was brought by Dutch settlers who migrated from Tobago from as early as the mid-17th century. It is estimated that no less than 8 million slaves arrived in the Americas. Of this figure, 480,000 Africans were brought to Suriname and Guyana, of which 473,000 died. Timeka Rodney reporting for the HGB Nightly News.